Black Widow takes us deep into the complex world of Natasha Romanoff, the Avenger known as Black Widow. In this action-packed standalone film, Natasha confronts her past and uncovers long-buried secrets while forming an unexpected family of fellow operatives. Get ready for a thrilling journey filled with espionage, redemption, and the enduring legacy of the Black Widow program. In 1995, young Natasha Romanoff and Yelena Belova are taken from their home in Ohio by their surrogate parents, Alexei Shostakov, who was once Russia's Captain America known as the Red Guardian, and former Black Widow Melina Vostokov. After completing their mission, Natasha and Yelena undergo additional training in the Red Room. 21 years later, after the Avengers clash at Leipzig/Halle Airport, Romanoff becomes a government fugitive due to her violation of the Sokovia Accords. She manages to elude U.S. Secretary of State Thaddeus Ross and seeks refuge in a safe house in Norway, where she reconnects with her contact Rick Mason. Meanwhile, in Morocco, Yelena continues to serve the Red Room. During her mission, she eliminates Oksana, a former Black Widow, and unexpectedly comes into contact with a substance called red dust, which breaks the Red Room's control over her. As Oksana is dying, her last words are "free the others," and handed her a vial. In an effort to free herself, she sends this antidote to Natasha's safe house, hoping for her assistance. Unaware of having the antidote in her vehicle and while on the road, Natasha is ambushed by Taskmaster, who seeks the red dust. Although she manages to elude Taskmaster, Natasha soon discovers that the antidote originates from Yelena. The two former Black Widows reunite in Budapest after an intense fight, only to be confronted by a group of Black Widows sent to capture them. During their escape, Yelena uncovers that the Red Room, led by Dreykov, remains operational and its leader is alive. Years ago, Natasha's mission was to assassinate Dreykov to gain entry into S.H.I.E.L.D. She accomplished this by detonating a building with Dreykov and his young daughter Antonia inside, a traumatic event that still haunts her. In the present, Natasha and Yelena evade Taskmaster once again. After sharing a bonding moment as sisters during the night, they devise a plan to locate and confront Dreykov, intending to eliminate him once and for all. However, they are both unaware of the location of his secret base. They meet up with Mason, who provides them with an aircraft. Natasha and Yelena rescue Alexei from prison to gather information about Dreykov's whereabouts. After an intense fight, they manage to save Alexei after causing an avalanche. Alexei informs them that they must contact Melina, who resides on a farm in Russia and has a peculiar talent for controlling pigs using mind control. During their reunion, Yelena confesses that despite their fake family, she had hoped it could be real. Alexei and Melina also admit their desire for a genuine family bond. Tragically, Melina inadvertently exposes their location to Dreykov, leading his agents to capture them and transport them to the Red Room, situated on an airborne base. As Dreykov commends Melina for locating Natasha and Yelena, a surprising twist occurs. Melina and Natasha had used advanced face mask technology to swap places during their time on the farm, orchestrating their own capture. In a startling revelation, Romanoff discovers that Taskmaster is Antonia, Dreykov's daughter, who suffered severe injuries in an explosion. To save her life, Dreykov implanted a chip in her head, effectively turning her into the ultimate soldier. Romanoff faces a daunting challenge, as Dreykov has implanted a pheromone lock in all widows, preventing her from harming him. She discerns that Dreykov has been controlling widows worldwide through his control center. Through a clever move, Natasha smashes her face on the table, allowing her to sever a nerve in her nasal passage, breaking free from the pheromone's influence and enabling her to kill Dreykov. Melina endeavors to disable the ship's engine. Alexei engages in combat with Antonia, and Yelena embarks on a mission to locate the other widows dispatched to shield Dreykov. While Natasha faces off against the combined force of the widows, Dreykov manages to elude capture. Nonetheless, Yelena devises a red dust bomb, liberating the brainwashed widows from their control. Natasha swiftly accesses the control desk, copying the global locations of the other widows onto a portable drive. As chaos ensues and the Red Room faces imminent destruction, Natasha secures 2 vials of red dust that remain intact after Yelena's explosion. Melina and Alexei are compelled to flee the ship using an aircraft, just as Yelena intercepts and destroys Dreykov's escape vessel, ultimately ending his life. Natasha equips Yelena with a parachute, leading to a final aerial skirmish between her and Antonia, culminating in a safe landing on solid ground. Natasha employs one vial of red dust on Antonia, breaking the shackles of her mind control. The remaining widows converge on the scene as Yelena, Melina, and Alexei bid farewell to Natasha. As a token of their bond, Yelena bestows her vest upon Natasha, who reciprocates by passing the last red dust vial and the portable drive to Yelena. Her task is to locate and liberate the other widows. Departing alongside Antonia, who is on the path to recovery, Natasha patiently awaits the arrival of Ross and his team. 2 weeks later, sporting a new blonde hairstyle, Natasha reunites with Mason and procures a Quinjet. She departs on a mission to rescue the incarcerated Avengers from the raft. In a post-credits scene following Natasha's demise, Yelena encounters Contessa Valentina Allegra de Fontaine, who is now her employer, at Natasha's gravesite. Yelena is given her next mission, to confront Clint Barton, the individual she believes bears the responsibility for Natasha's demise. And the movie ends here. Thank you for watching, and I highly recommend watching the entire movie as it is incredibly enjoyable. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel, so you can stay updated and receive notifications whenever we upload new videos.